Hi, this is Bethany with Recherche Kennels, and we are so excited to introduce to you a stunning girl. This is Miss White of Beulah and Lazarus's litter. We are currently calling her Luna, but this is a name that we just started calling her, so if you don't like it, her name can change with training. Now, Luna was born on August 9th. She has been in training for quite some time, and we do know her personality very, very well. Luna is scored on 3 different numbers for her Recherche score. She's scored on her dependency, her activity, as well as her confidence. Now, she has scored a 7 out of 10 for dependency. This does mean that she is a dependent puppy. She absolutely loves attention. She loves affection. One of the first puppies to come to you and the absolute last to leave. So if you are looking for a constant companion, a puppy that's really going to enjoy just being with you, Luna is definitely going to be a great puppy for that. Luna is scored a 7 out of 10 for activity as well. So this does mean that she is active. Bernese as an average can just be a little more laid back. So this does not mean that she's a hyper puppy by any means. She's not a puppy that can't calm down or can't sit still. She's just a little bit more active than your average Bernese, but this also means she's doing a great job in training. Generally with that higher activity score, you get a puppy that does much better in training as well. Now she is also a 7 out of 10 for confidence. If there is a weakness of Bernese mountain dogs, it is that they can be a little bit on the softer or the shyer side, and Luna is definitely not either of those. She is more outgoing. She is definitely a confident girl, so she's doing great in training, and she's going to handle new situations very, very well. Now, Luna can go home after completing canine college. This is training until 16 weeks of age, and she can go home on November 29th. Our next training level is our master's training program. This is training until 20 weeks of age, and she can go home on December 27th. And our last training level is our Doggie Doctorate training program. This is training until 6 months of age, and Luna can go home on February 9th. If these dates do not work for you as we are approaching the holidays, or if you would just like to bring Luna home in between those time frames, we can definitely do that and just prorate that difference. Now, there are 2 things that separate us from all other breeders and all other kennels. The first is the health of our parents. If you scroll down on Luna's page, you will see individual photos of both Beulah and Lazarus. If you click on those photos, it will take you to their pages. There you will be able to see their pedigrees as well as their extensive health clearances. Now, Beulah is currently 86 pounds and Lazarus is currently 103 pounds. And so Luna being a larger girl in her litter, we do expect her to mature somewhere between 85 and 95 pounds. Now, the second thing that separates us from all other breeders and all other kennels is our Puppy Training Institute. So now we are going to show you Luna in training as well as summarize our Puppy Training Institute.
Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love the cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do canine good citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Karandakot. You will definitely want to buy a Karandakot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously, the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in this puppy, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures that we just took. Right above the pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're going to show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be this exact puppy. You do need to look at their page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the link, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours.
Now, we hope that you have enjoyed seeing Luna, Miss White of Beulah and Lazarus's litter. Thank you so much, and God bless.